What's up, folks? Finally got my van back. Been 2 days. Can you hear that though? Must not be able to hear that. Something ain't right. And I think it's just a matter of this housing not being put back correctly to seal out the air, the noise. Shit. Anyways, with the exception of this, I got some good stuff going on. Good stuff. Numero uno. The phone call I got during my last video, I called that guy back, he didn't answer. I'm like, alright, I'm like, maintenance, I don't really want to do maintenance anyway, so fine, so be it. But he called me back, he ended up calling me back, and we talked for a long time. And didn't even feel like an interview, it felt like I was catching up with a friend I haven't talked to in a long time. So that was a good experience, and he was explaining that. In fact, I had to tell him. I'm like, so what? I had to ask, like, what's this position about? You know, while we're bullshitting, what am I gonna get to? Like, why I called or why we're talking in the first place? And it's a maintenance supervisor position for a hotel and casino. And recently acquired property. He's like superintendent of all of the properties. He's overwhelmed. He needs somebody to take over this one. It's a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. And I honestly feel like as long as it is a challenge, I will be involved. Like, my heart and soul will be into it. Once it gets monotonous, once it gets boring, that's when my mind starts to wander, and that's when I start to become a bad employee, because I'm bored. But it's like a project that needs to be taken on, and he needs somebody to take it on. So that's going to be. I'm going to follow up. We're going to meet in person on Sunday at the property, and we'll go from there. But it's the most potential. See, if I go for a job in mechanical or building maintenance, I will get paid a bunch of money because of my experience and knowledge and background, 20 plus years, etc., etc. But I kind of want to stay away from that because it doesn't excite me. Well, this job excites me because of the challenge presented to me, which means I'll kind of get what I'm looking for in a challenging job, in a challenging situation. I'll look is what I'll have here. Also, it will pay well. We haven't discussed pay. But a supervisor position with 20 years experience going into this situation where it's in need, I'm kind of not worried about it because I think it should pay well. So we'll see. We'll see on Sunday, I guess, or maybe not, or who knows. But I don't know. Is it as cool as being a park ranger? I don't know, but would I be looking at being a park ranger just because it's cool, or because I really would want the job? I don't know. Could I even get the job? That's what I want to know. So we'll see. We'll see. Other good news. And don't forget, I'm a writer, goddammit. An author. So, my manuscript is back from the proofreader. And instead of him making suggestions that I put an extra space here or there, he actually did it. So when it came back, it was easier. He made some suggestions, made some comments. I took note of them, made changes that I saw fit, and Marisol Rivera is ready to publish. And I will do that today. If this thing wasn't an issue right now and I know that the shop wasn't open yet, I'd stop at the shop and say, hey, can you guys fix this? There's no way I can drive around making this much noise. It's 7. They don't even open till 8. Got a lot of shit to do today. Yeah, I have 2 days of lost cabin fever, just without a van, stuck in my buddy's house while he's at work. This thing bugs the hell out of me. Anyways, sorry. So, the manuscript is ready. The story is ready to be told. The next story. I don't know if I should call this a series or not, but as soon as you give it gas, you really hear it. Oi, oi. Anyways. La verga! I was thinking of checking out the housing, some people call it the dog house, engine housing, cover, whatever. But it's super noisy. Well, anyways, I am gonna go to the coffee shop. I'm gonna put some work in. Publish Marisol Rivera. And then go back to the fucking mechanic, I guess. Which, I didn't even tell you that story. The story is, yesterday when it was finally ready, I picked it up and drove off, happy and satisfied. And I looked to check my oil pressure, and my oil pressure gauge was pegged out. So I turned around and went back, and they're like, it's unplugged. And I was like, oh. So in order to get to it, to plug it in, he had to take all this housing off, put it back on. I get in the van, as soon as I drive off, I notice all this noise coming from it. So it makes me think that it didn't happen in between the time where he went to connect this oil pressure gauge back up, hook this oil pressure gauge back up, somewhere in there, when and put this housing back together, somewhere in there, he didn't put something back correctly or something. Maybe just didn't seat it well. I mean, these guys never put this thing back together the same way twice. They've never put it back. There's always gaps and spaces and stuff, and I don't know. But I'm pulling up here now, and I'm going to see for myself if they're open or not. The sign says 8, but I've seen them open earlier. Man, when you pay a lot of money for something, you really just want it to be done. Nobody's home. Alright, folks. Well, anyways, that's it. 2 days I sit on my ass doing nothing in my buddy's house. I get my van back, and it's not in the best of shape. 8 a.m. I got work to do, so I'm not waiting. I'll come back later. Marisol Rivera is back. She's ready, and I will be publishing it today. It will not officially be live, probably for 24 hours or something once I get it loaded. But ooh, I got work to do. I wrote the preface. I wrote in afterward. Anyways, if any luck, I'll be able to get it posted today. We'll see. Other than that, I'm signing off. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.